What's going on, y'all? We about to check out two burgers, one from Wisconsin, one from Memphis. One deep fried, one boiled, y'all. And we gonna see which one we gonna try first. But anyway, let's get it.
We're at 205 Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee, the home of the original deep fried hamburger, Dyer's world famous hamburgers. You can only imagine the best, greasiest tasting, delicious hamburger you've ever had. When you needed one the most, that's what it tastes like. A gentleman by the name of Elmer Dyer came up from northern Mississippi to Memphis in 1912 and started Dyer's hamburger restaurant. Well, back then, they didn't have the flat tops and all this, so they cooked in a cast iron skillet. So as you cook more burgers, the grease grows, and eventually it becomes a deep fried hamburger. We strain and process our grease daily, but we've never thrown it out and started over. So somewhere in there is molecules from 1912. That's what makes it so good. We take the meat out, roll it into balls, take our spatula and pounder and pound it flat out, scrape it off a marble countertop, and plop it in our 90-year-old grease. It sinks to the bottom and starts to cook around the edges, and pretty soon it floats to the top, and when it floats to the top, it's done. Take it out, take the top of the bun, and go down there and get it, and you drain the grease off as much as you can. Of course, it's soaking in the top of the bun. You put it on the mustard, onion, and pickle. Every now and then somebody grumbles there's no lettuce or tomato, and we explain to them why. I could have it. I don't want it because it's not our concept, and that's part of the tradition, and that's part of what the guests like also. An average day at Dyer's on Beale, we probably prepare 300, 400, 500 hamburgers because we sell a lot of the double and triples. You may be getting one burger to your table, but it might have up to 3 patties on it, so it's a lot of hamburger meat. I will not disclose our secret process for seasoning the grease because unless your grease is 91 years old, it's not going to help you anyway. Our T-shirts for our staff ask, have you had your vitamin G today? And the G stands for grease.
When I first came to Dyer's, the old one, probably about 20 years ago. It was a wood frame building, had 2 doors. One said colored and one said white. And that's the way it was back then. And you went in and there was a little stove at one end with a fan up above it. And the fan just kept going all the time. It was supposed to sucking the grease out, but it was just covered with grease. And these 2 countertops, these beautiful marble countertops. And you sat there and they flattened the burgers out, scooped them up, put them in the grease.
The old location now has a Vietnamese restaurant in it. I haven't been in there, but I understand the egg rolls are good.
So yeah, y'all, looks pretty good. That deep fried burger might be a little greasy. And to be honest, I done had this burger. I done been to Memphis on Beale Street before. Been to this hamburger spot. At the time I was down there for Memphis in May. Really enjoyed myself. I had some good turkey legs too. And I tried this burger. It's not as greasy as you would think. We gonna try this burger out. I'm gonna taste it, my wife gonna taste it, and of course, at least Uncle John gonna taste it. But if I can get Cuz to come through and maybe Gus, they gonna taste it too. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out this boiled burger.
Queens downtown looks nearly unchanged from a century ago, and one downtown business really hasn't changed at all.
When we hit our 100th year, I didn't realize how many businesses never even get close to that.
Paul Goki is the 3rd generation operating Pete's Hamburgers.
Well, Pete started in 1909. Peter was my grandfather. It was left to my father. I grew up on eating hamburgers.
Paul wasn't the only one. He grew up with 7 siblings.
Yeah, there's 3 sets of twins. I think the earliest memories for each of us was you didn't get to come down here and work until after you peeled onions for a couple of years. And that was a rite of passage for every one of us.
Can we help you?
Those onions are the first secret of success for Pete's Hamburgers. Their scent wafts over downtown.
Oh, that smells so good.
So that's good advertising too.
I'll try not to eat them in the car this time.
And there are only 2 ways to have a Pete's Hamburger.
I will take one
Onions?
with, please.
With onion or without.
With.
Onions? Thank you.
You bet.
With onions? Do you want onions in those?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you really need to have it your way, you'd better come prepared.
We've had people bring mushrooms down, morel mushrooms, that type of thing, and just throw them on their burger for them when they're ready to eat.
I'll take it. I'll eat them no matter how.
Okay.
But Pete's keeps it simple.
I think just the simplicity of it, it seems to go over.
The second ingredient of Pete's success couldn't be any more simple. Water.
90% lean meat that we use.
It started when Pete had a lot of unsold burgers he wanted to keep over until the next rush of business.
To keep them fresh, he started adding water to them.
The secret is it gets better with each pan because it makes its own broth, and so each pan tastes better than the first.
At the end of the night, a lot of times people want to come and just take a jar of the juice home. There is people that still believe that it's something.
And oh yeah, that's that boiled burger, y'all. And this burger is actually good. A lot of people doubt how tasty this burger is. This burger is actually good. I was in Wisconsin with my partner G. You know, the one I go up in Milwaukee to see. And he made sure that we stopped one day to taste this burger. And it was good, y'all. I was surprised out of my brain. But again, to really recreate this burger is going to be hard because you need that burger broth to make it taste exactly right. That burger cooking in that water over time and then adding to each burger that you add to really get that authentic taste of that burger, which we ain't gonna be able to do because we just cooking enough for me, wifey, and whoever else may come through. But anyway, when we have this eating, we gonna see which one is the best. But as always, y'all, love, peace. Hey, and look forward to this video and keep it grilling, y'all. See ya.